Hey everybody, it's Greg from Park Journey. Hope you're all doing well. Got a brand new update for you from Six Flags Magic Mountain. They're getting ready for their Viva La Fiesta event. It actually started last week on the 13th of May, but a look around the park on some of the decorations and food that they have offered. It looks really, actually really fantastic. Can't wait to actually check it out. I was there on Friday and didn't get a chance to try any of the food, but definitely looking forward to that. I also got just a general park update, lots of little things going on around the park, and actually have some thoughts on what is going to actually be coming to the park in the very near future or in the next year or two. I'm almost kind of I will say I'm maybe like 95% sure of what the park is going to be getting next after my visit on Friday and kind of seeing some of the work that's going around. But anyway, we'll get right into it in the update. But before we do, make sure you click below to subscribe to our channel. Greatly appreciated. All right, so heading into the park here, you can see the Viva La Fiesta decorations here at the park gates. As I mentioned, lots of really great decorations. There's actually a couple events going on at the park right now, Viva La Fiesta. There's some grad night stuff going on as well. That was a grad night on Friday when I was there, but when I was there during the late morning, early afternoon, it was not too bad. There was a lot of buses in the lot, but not too bad as far as teenagers running around the park or anything like that. So actually a rather pleasant visit, to be honest with you. But here in the park entrance, you'll see some of the Viva La Fiesta decorations as we move around. Just some nice little flags and things like that. They've really done it up rather nicely, to be honest with you. And then just some banners around the park and some boards talking about season passes and things like that. Some nice decorations. Plaza Mexico here. And then some just nice little, again, flowers and characters and decorations. Just really nicely done, to be honest with you. And then over a nice photo op. This is where one of the spring break photo ops was, so they've kind of moved it around. Lots of people taking pictures, which is why I kind of went through there quickly. I didn't want to get in anybody's way. And then over here in front of the fountains, just a really nice photo op here as far as the Viva La Fiesta announcing it and things like that. And the park is, I mean, you can see here just the blooms around the park. The park is looking absolutely gorgeous right now. It is springtime in the park. Lots of things going on. And then they've got a stage over here by Full Throttle. I'm assuming that they have music and stuff over here on the weekends. Obviously, they didn't at noon on a Friday, but they do have a stage set up there. And then some more photo ops. I'm sure these are quite popular. I didn't see anybody taking pictures, but I'm sure that as the event is going on over the weekends, it's quite popular. And then just a Viva La Fiesta little centerpiece here, right in the middle of Full Throttle Plaza. Again, looks really nice, and they've got Fiesta music playing throughout the areas where the event is taking place. So just a really nice setup for this event. So I do hope it's successful. I'm pretty sure it will be. Nice tribute. I'll be 100% honest. I don't know who all three of these singers are. I know one obviously is Selena there on the far right. So I'm sure this is a tribute to some Mexican singers. But again, a nice little touch there. Here they've got some kids activities, I believe, going on over the weekends. And then just even some of the regular outdoor vending booths have some Viva La Fiesta treats and things like that as well. So again, a really nice touch here, walking through the area. And then the DJ booth in front of DC Universe that was used for Screen Break is now being used for Viva La Fiesta, and I'm sure for grad nights as well. Speaking of DC Universe, I did get a chance to ride Wonder Woman while I was there. It was about a maybe 10-minute wait when I went by, but we'll get into that a little bit more in a second here. It looks like they've added actually more tables and more shade. At some point, I hope that they're going to be adding some kind of food place in this area. Hopefully another flat ride. Flash is still sitting outside of Scream, so hopefully at some point they will bring back another flat ride. And this was interesting to me, actually. I don't remember if they actually had not ever finished the dome up there on top. I need to look back at some previous pictures, and I'll put it here in the video here. Or if they just are going back and doing some work on it, some cleanup work. I'm not quite sure. It seems odd that they hadn't actually finished it, and then just left it like that. But I don't recall, so I'll have to kind of go back, as I mentioned, and see if any previous pictures show that they being done, and maybe they're just kind of going back and doing some work. So as you can see here from January of this year, it was not completed even then. So it looks like something they just haven't done yet. In our last update, we showed you a couple of games in the boardwalk area that were being updated. So here is work being done on one of them here. Again, not sure what the game is actually going to be at this point. They were working on the middle game here. You can see the gates are completely down around it. So I don't know if that is done. They just don't want you to see what it is yet, or if it's just not open yet, or if they're just not working, if they need to do more work on it. But as of right now, that is still closed. Some of the other games in the middle are back open. And then just kind of moving through the boardwalk area, I will say it would be nice at some point to kind of open up the area a little bit and get rid of these games on the right, and kind of open up, to see more of Wonder Woman and Riddlers. And what I believe is going to be the next attraction coming to Magic Mountain. Probably not a surprise to many of you that my speculation is they're going to get a water coaster like Aquaman that Six Flags Over Texas got, basically right here in this area. So when I did ride Wonder Woman, there are some earth movers in this area behind the wall there where Tidal Wave's final turnaround used to be. I didn't really see any kind of active work going on, but it looks like there is some equipment there. And looked like they were clearing a little bit of land here. So, speculation for me, the park needs more than 2 water rides. 2 water rides that weren't even open when I was at the park on Friday, and it was in the 80s, low 80s. So my guess is, my speculation is either a water coaster, or even a splash battle in that area where the turnaround used to be, or maybe even both. I think both would actually fit in this area if you did both. So it'll be interesting to see, but that's kind of what my thoughts are over the next couple of years for this park. We're actually gonna have a video in the next couple of weeks, kind of speculating what we think is going to be coming to all of the Six Flags parks. So stay tuned for that. And then somebody did mention on Twitter when I was at the park that Justice League had gotten rid of the 3D elements. So I was going to ride it, but it was not open when I was there. So maybe that's what they're doing to see if it was any clearer. When I met with the CEO last year, there was talk about Justice League. That was one of the things they specifically asked me about. And there were some software upgrades that were due. So we'll see what happens with that when it reopens. And then in the underground, more Viva La Fiesta stuff. Interestingly enough, I tweeted out on Friday that I thought that they should just retheme the underground to Viva La Fiesta, and keep this theme back here and have all the food that they have for Viva La Fiesta out here all year round. And Magic Mountain actually liked the tweet, so I don't know what that says. I don't know if that means anything. But I actually thought that was rather funny, that out of all the tweets that I sent on Friday, that was the one that they actually they liked. So we'll see. But I think that would be kind of cool, actually. I'm not a big fan of the underground theme. I don't even think West Coast Racers needs the West Coast Customs theme. I don't think it really adds anything to the attraction, to be honest. But I think that this could be a really fun theme back here. You could still have, the cars and things like that as well. but just kind of keeping that fiesta theme back here. It would make the area much more lively and much more fun, I think. And I think it would be very popular, and even have, mariachi bands on the weekends and things like that. I think that would be a really fun thing to do. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's my idea. But here you can see again more of the flags around. And then obviously the taco place has some of the treats here for Viva La Fiesta, which makes perfect sense. So they got tacos and nachos and quesadillas and sopas and all those amazing all that amazing food. And then over here by the bus, they've got some more Viva La Fiesta signs and things like that as well. Again, I'm guessing that on the weekends they might have some kind of photo ops over here, and they've reused some of the props from Holiday in the Park, which again I have zero problem with. They've got a beer cart out here in front of Apocalypse as well. So I was going to ride Apocalypse, but I didn't. It was probably about a 10-15 minute wait, and I didn't feel like waiting, to be honest with you. Going up towards Roaring Rapids, as you can see here, lots of new trees being planted along the walkway. So the park's been actually removing a lot of trees around this area for the past few years, so it's really nice to see them adding more. And just right along the walkway, it's going to cover most of the hill there, which is nice. It'll be a really nice thing, and then you can see some more being planted or getting ready to be planted there. And then last, there was a rumor at a coaster event a couple weeks ago, or there was some talk, and somebody asked a question about the Sky Tower to one of the maintenance crew there. So there's been some speculation that the Sky Tower is coming back. There's no evidence of any work going on around the Sky Tower. We've asked over the years as far as, is the Sky Tower ever coming back? And the answer has always been a resounding no. Just the amount of work being done that it would require is a lot. And then Viper is back open from its brief refurb, as you can see here. I did not take a ride on it, but it is back open. As you can see, people are going to ride Viper. But like I said, like I was saying with the Sky Tower, I don't expect Sky Tower coming back anytime soon, to be honest with you. Revolution is currently down to one train here. The other one is being worked on. They were having some issues when I was going to go ride, but one train right now. It would be really nice at some point to see a third train get added, just so it's not always kind of operating at one train. All right, everybody. So that's going to wrap it up for our Magic Mountain update. Hope you all enjoyed. We'll have another update probably for you in the next few weeks. We may spend a day over at Hurricane Harbor too in the next couple weeks or a month or so. It's been a couple years since we've been to Hurricane Harbor, so we might go and check it out for a bit this year. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we will talk to you soon.